Today's workout is targeting your glutes, and you don't need any equipment for this. No problems. Let's begin. Go ahead and lay down onto your back. We're going to start right off the bat with a bridge. So have your heels lined up with your knees and your sits bones, the bones in the glutes that you sit on. Gently press your feet into the mat. Draw your abs in. Start to curl into a little pelvic tilt. As soon as you feel your tailbone, your sacrum start to lift off the ground, use your glutes. You gently draw your heels towards you to do that, and that turns the hamstring on. Now you got to use your upper back muscles to keep your shoulders open as you roll down. Otherwise, we'll curl too much. And then roll your spine back down. Inhale at the bottom. Here we go again. Exhale, abs start the pelvic tilt. Then the glutes take over, pressing your feet down into the ground. Continue to use your back body. Hamstrings now, glutes, and whole upper back. Here we're going to stay and we're going to march. We'll lift one leg up to tabletop and back down, and then the other. As I lift one leg, I really firmly press the other foot down into the floor, and that helps lift this leg up. And that really uses your glute there. For 4, 3. Now focus on the breath. Exhaling through your mouth and inhaling through your nose. Stop here. Take an inhale and exhale through your mouth as you roll your spine back down. That should feel good. Okay. Now we're going to do 10 little hip lifts in a neutral spine, no rolling. So press your feet into the mat. Squeeze your core muscles in like you're tightening a belt around your waist and float your hips up. We'll go part way down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, part way down and lift. Your whole back body from calves, from your feet to your head are working here. Right? You go your calves, your hammies, your glutes, and the upper back. Even the back of your arm can gently press into the mat. And your upper back again draws your shoulder blades together so your shoulders stay open. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your spine back down. All right, do a little knee drop here, side to side. Fill your lungs with a nice deep breath and a big exhale. And then we'll come back to center. We're going to a bridge again. It's where a lot of the work can be done for your hammies and glutes in a bridge. So we'll go ahead and roll up. This time we're doing straight leg lift. Left leg to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, go down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. My standing leg, I'm really pressing into the floor to hold me up nice and far from the floor for 3, 2, 1. We'll go right to the other side. Press firmly down into the mat to lift your hip up. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, lower. And if this doesn't feel good, if it feels like it's too much, just do a bent knee. Lift and lower. Let's go 2 more. Set your foot down. Take a breath in first through your nose. Exhale, roll yourself down using your upper back muscles. Okay, now single leg hip lifts. All right, left leg is up to tabletop. Goal is to keep your hips even so you don't dip to the side. You do that by squeezing your midline like there's something on the inner thighs and squeezing your obliques like tightening your belt. Then lift straight up and down. Little pulses. For 4, 3, 2, don't take a break. Switch legs and then to the other side. Lower and lift. 3, 4. We're going to go round 2. If you can, try not to take a break. So we want to go to the point of fatigue. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And the last little bit, that's where a lot of the benefits, most of the benefits come from, is at the last few when you're starting to get fatigued. And switch. And inhale, lower, exhale, lift. If you're feeling this in your low back at all, then you take a break, but you got to use more abs and don't lift so high. Sometimes people arch their back if they go too high. So just little pulses is fine. Set your foot down, take a breath in, and then roll yourself back down. Hug your knees into your chest for a nice stretch. Breathe in, and then lift your head up into a tight ball. And release. Come on up. We're going to go to all fours. Okay, this is another good position. You can get a lot of good glute work in. Let's take the right leg straight back behind you. Now draw your abs in. Protract by pushing the floor away and little leg lifts. I'm trying to put most of my weight on my kneeling leg, not forward into my wrist. So I shift backwards. 6, 2 more. 7, we have 8. Slide your leg in. You can start small, slide your other leg back, push the floor away, and little lifts. You don't have to go super high. Exhale, a little pulse up. 7, 8. Slide back in. Do a little cat stretch. Round your spine right here. Let your head hang, and then extend your spine. A little cow stretch, and then come back to neutral. Okay, now rainbows. So this one, I like to come down to my forearms. I'm going to stack my fist and rest my forehead gently there. I'm still using my back. It's just a nice place for your head to rest while we go up with one leg to the other side and then around to the other side. Now here, I'm trying not to move my kneeling leg, right? So I don't want my hips to be moving very much. I want to stabilize the standing leg, the kneeling leg. The last 2. Slide your leg in, slide your other leg back. We'll go off to one side and then lift and tap the other side. Keep your abs pulled in. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide that leg in. Come back to all fours. Keep pushing the floor away, protracting. It's like you're pressing away from here, and then you draw your abs into your spine. And we're going to just do a little leg lift here to the side. So I'm going to take my right leg, lift, and lower. And I'm not going to go too high. Oftentimes, it's easy to want to get really high. It's not necessary. You want a good form. 5, 6, 2 more. 7, 8, and rest. Okay, second side, we're going to do a little lift. Exhale up, inhale down. Try your best to stay in the, squeeze your midline so you're not leaning to the side too much. So only lift your leg as far as you can. And that might only be just a little bit, and that's fine. You're still going to be working your outer glute. And then rest. And one more little cat-cow. Round. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, extend. And that should feel nice in your spine. And then we'll come back to neutral. Okay, we're going to take it down onto your mat, onto your side. And I'm going to lay all the way down for this one. You can support your head with your bottom arm. I'm going to bend my knees, line up my shins with the front of my mat. And we're going to do single leg lifts right here. So you're going to stabilize your pelvis here and do little leg lifts. Exhale up, inhale down. So you want to be a little bit lifted in this oblique. I'm still touching the floor, but I'm not sinking into it, right? I'm hugging my abs in like that belt all the way around your waist. I'm trying to keep my foot and my knee in a straight alignment, so I'm not rotating one way or the other. For right now, we're just going to keep a nice parallel leg. 3, 2, we're going to try not to rest, right? And straighten your leg. Flex your ankle, little pulses up, up on the way up. So outside thigh, outer glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't rest if possible. Take a little bend in the knee. Internally rotate your leg and do little leg lifts right here at your hip joint. They're pretty small. Abs are still pulled in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, repeat side 2. Swing around. Parallel leg lifts first. Support your head. Right? You could also use a pillow or a yoga block or a towel. And then we're going to exhale, lift straight up and down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So I'm still thinking about my core muscles, pulling in to keep the pelvis stable. Working your outer thigh and glute. We're going to go 7, 8, 9. If you can, straighten your leg without resting and little pulses up. You can even flex your ankle. Little lifts up to the ceiling. Exhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee, internally rotate, and then little lifts right here. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Come up to your forearm. One last exercise here. We're going to straighten the bottom leg forward. And then the top leg, we're going to do a little kick. So I'm going to reach behind me. Now make sure you don't kick so far you arch your back, right? You got to keep your abs pulled in. You're going to kick forward, flex your ankle, and then point behind you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, kick. 6, 7. Last one, 8. And we're going to finish that one on the other side. So switch around. Bottom leg is forward of the hip. I'm going to inhale, reach behind me and point the toe. Exhale, flex as you kick forward. I'm also really pushing my forearm into the mat, lifting up. Two more. Last one. And rest. Okay, take it back onto your back. And we're going to stretch out those muscles that we just worked, those glutes. So we'll do what's called a little figure 4 stretch. I'm going to take one leg up and over. I don't want my ankle on there because you can roll the ankle. You want your lower leg on your thigh. Then I'm going to keep this thigh gently pressing away. Just the leg though. Don't let your pelvis move like that, right? And then I'm going to tip to the side. And hold the stretch here. You should be getting your outer glute as you breathe in. Let your head be heavy. And breathe out. Nice inhale. Let your shoulders be heavy. Long exhale. And let your pelvis be heavy. And then on this exhale, use your core muscles to draw your pelvis back and then drag the legs back to center. And we'll do the other side. Press your thigh away. And then slowly tip to the side. And we'll hold. We'll breathe in. Let your bones be heavy. Thanking yourself for your little glute workout today. Thanking yourself that you got yourself onto the mat and you did it. And giving your glutes a little stretch. And then we'll exhale, we'll pull back to center. All right, hug your knees to your chest. One final little stretch here for the low back. And then you can roll to your side, use your hands to push yourself up to sitting. All right, thanks for joining me today in your practice, you guys. You guys are amazing. Have a great day.